Finally the day is here and we can start to put the Justy back together. I've been waiting for this, man, for so long. And as you can see before me, this is 99% of all the parts that goes on the underside of the Justy, except from the rear differential, which is sitting there. That needs a bit of tidying up. Also the engine and transmission, of course, and what else is missing is the CV joints and the CV axles, but those are ready for powder coat. Here we have a lot of suspension, like the dampers, top strut mounts, bearings, a bunch of brake stuff, and suspension stuff. Huge shout out to DRW for making all the bushings for the Justy. There were a few they didn't have, so I sent measurements and they made them, so that's great. This is not sponsored in any way, I just love the product. Yeah. Whew, where to start? Where to start? I think maybe fuel tank first. No idea which one is positive or negative, so this can be reached from the inside of the car. And it's 50-50, so let's try. I probably will go. So I just managed to press in the wrong bearings. These are the right ones, as you can see. These have a slightly different diameter, so these are the rear ones. So I'll press in them now using these pieces. This has to go in center, like in between them. So don't forget that. Yes. Just pressed in wheel bearings, so they are in here. Need to pack them in grease and everything. There's also dust caps, but this means I can mount it. So, I don't know the real name for this. Devil bolts, I guess. This is a bolt that goes through here, and it's hell to get loose. So this one is probably okay, but the other one I did bend quite a bit, so I went ahead and bought new ones. These are for a Forester, and they're almost identical. They're the same diameter, so that's the only thing that has something to say. I'll have to add a washer, but that's okay. So, could it be done? Could it be done? Yes, yes. Be down. There we are. And it was heavy. This is the part number for the bolt. We bought new nuts, which you can see there. Bada bing, bada boom. This is just a mock-up, so not the real deal. Just for the measuring. Damper, boom. Brakes, boom. Looking good, Miss Sophie. So, small bump in the road. As you can see, I just pressed in these, which has different diameters. Yes, and I had, from a couple years ago, bought wheel bearings that are the same diameter, which is good, but both of these are the big diameter. And the front axles, or the front CVs, they are used the same, but as you can see, it's not these. These are that diameter, like the bigger one here. So I guess I have a spare set of inner wheel bearings for the rear. Hey! Since it's the first time, I think I will assemble this off camera and do one or two of the others on camera, because there's going to be hiccups, I guess. One all done. Second one in for a treat. Could probably just then fill it with grease and smack this one on. Yes. I watched a trick online where you just use a zip tie to compress the spring and then just cut it once it's down there. I think we are there. And you can add some more grease. Okay. Old one, new one. Okay, this has to go on this way because it should go down like this. And once you get it down, you put in this locking ring, and that wouldn't work if you put it that way. So it has to be this way, like that. There we are. That's locked on proper. Then it would be this. Grease first, then that. Then you put in this locking ring. There we are. Nice. How was that gasket at least? Out with the old and in with the new.